This is one of the hardest topics in GCSE biology, but actually it's really, really simple when it's explained properly. So let me do that for you. We're going to talk about monoclonal antibodies. So firstly, what are monoclonal antibodies? Well, antibodies, we know, are proteins that are specific and complementary to antigens. So they are going to bind to those antigens. And monoclonal basically just means they're the same. Monoclonal antibodies is just a way for us to produce many identical antibodies so that they all bind to the same antigen. So how do we do it? Well, what we need to do is we first need to produce some antibodies. So we're going to take a laboratory animal, something like a mouse perhaps, and we're going to inject the mouse with some of the antigens that we want the antibodies to be complementary to. And what that does is that stimulates the mouse's immune system to produce specific antibodies. So what we're going to end up in our mouse is some specific antibodies here. What we're then going to do is we're going to take the cells from that mouse that are producing the antibodies. Those are the white blood cells. We're going to take those white blood cells, those lymphocytes, and the problem with the lymphocytes are they are only going to produce the white blood cells whilst they function. The lymphocytes aren't going to divide and produce more cells, so they can only produce so many antibodies. What if we had a cell that would divide uncontrollably and just keep continuing to divide? This is a tumour cell. And what we're going to do is we're going to fuse the lymphocyte and the tumour cell together. And this is going to form something called a hybridoma. Now, the hybridoma is able to produce those antibodies and can produce lots of those antibodies and is able to divide and produce more cells, which means we can end up with loads of cells all producing identical antibodies. So why do we care? Why do we want these monoclonal antibodies? Well, that's going to have to fit into another video, so you're going to have to give me a follow so you can find it.